Hello, hello. So, who thinks that healthcare in Europe is efficient and effective? Anyone, please? Yes, I see one hand. Can you tell me why?
Because it's affordable and is available at any time.
You had a great experience, my friend. Where do you live?
I think here, not in
In
this
Czech
palace
Republic.
exactly, but in this city.
Nice. Okay, good. But it's 1% of the group, even less. Sorry for my math. So basically, and who here also knows what is the MDR, or Medical Device Regulation? Good, good. Three hands, three hands. Okay. Why I'm saying that is that medical device regulation is much tougher than the AI Act. And for startups creating the innovation in healthcare, medtechs, biotechs, and so on, we need to go through the real stuff, proving that we are not hurting the patient. And I am myself, I'm a trained lawyer, and I'm a nerd in compliance and policies. I'm really crazy in that, and I love regulations, and I really respect MDR. And at the same time, I see being for 10 years in medtech and before in United Nations, I see how much this specific regulation can take away the innovation which already exists, the technology which already works from the doctors and from the patients in Europe, because MDR is effective in Europe, and therefore we as medtech startuppers, we need to go through that. And as we know, the innovation nowadays, it's not an option, especially for the young generation, for the generations to come, because when we see our kids or already the students, they are so much used to the digital tools. When they come to the doctor, when they see real experience, I came to the doctor and my doctor was typing the receipt on the typing machine. And I was like, okay, that's not what I expected, but okay. And then those children, they're asking like, why? Why I cannot come to the doctor and see my doctor using the technology which is already available in America, in Asia, in Middle East, but not here. And Europe is one of the most advanced regions in the world, right? I hope so, still. And as we know, the chronic care is growing. The life expectancy is like, we don't have so many children now being born. So what we need to focus on is how we can keep people we have as healthy as possible the longest period of time. And innovation can help us with that as the society, because then it also boosts the economy, it boosts the productivity, it boosts basically the well-being and happiness of all of us, right? And we have the tools for that. We have the innovators, we have technology, but then we are a little bit blocked by regulation. So what to do with that? This is just a simple visualization how really easy startup, and in my opinion, we are doing pretty easy innovation. We are doing AI to analyze the radiographs to show the doctor, okay, here is the some tumor, or here is some pontic, or here is some caries, and so on. It's not like rocket science, but still, for us to make sure that we are not hurting the patient and that we are helping the doctor, we need to undergo around 2 years simple R&D, and then around 2 years to receive the CE mark or MDR. This is in total 4 years for us to be able to sell. And this is the next thing. For those startuppers who have been doing the startups not in medtech, no, the first question investor asks, do you earn money? Do you generate revenue? And we can say we do only in 4 years. And for 4 years, I see the like he's nodding, yeah? You know what I'm talking about, right? Exactly. And guess how much money do we need to raise from the idea till getting to the market? Any idea? How much does it cost? Millions. How many millions? 5. Yes, it's around that price tag. And now just imagine you're a founder or CEO with a bright idea to really help the patients, to really make the work of the doctor efficient and smart. You come there, you want to make this contribution to the society, and you're working on that, right? But for that, you need to fundraise 5 million euros before you're legally able to sell in Europe. And with this information, why do you think a lot of startups are not in Europe? Do you think they're going to first go to America, Asia, Middle East? It's not that they don't have regulations there. Of course they do. But access to funds is a little bit faster, is a little bit easier. My friend actually sitting here was asking me some times ago, like, Olga, but why don't you go for EU funds? There is EIT Health, there are schemes, and like Europe is supporting the young entrepreneurs. Yes, they are. It's great. But, and I'm so sorry there is but. You come to the EU, you make the application, and then you wait. Sometimes you wait for years until you get the answer and until you get the money. And in this period of time, startup or is dead or looks completely different. 2 years is a huge amount of time for medtech to be alive, basically, without money, right? And we cannot just make some not quality R&D. It's a medicine. It's a human life. We need to really invest into making sure that what we are creating, the AI or whatever technology in the medtech, we need to make sure that it's not going to kill anyone. And for that, we need to heavily invest into this first beautiful R&D. So this is basically a Dutch going to bit already. And you have a lot of fellow medtech startuppers in Europe who already chose the path to USA. And at the moment, that's why I'm co-CEO and has second co-CEO, we are really debating whether we shall go to US. And we are true Europeans. We don't want to leave to US. We want to make the EU innovation. We want to serve the EU healthcare market. But then we open our bank statement, we see people willing to pay, and we are like, okay, we go to US. And in US, they want us to register the IP rights and everything there. So it leaves the EU, right? So it's just simple math. It's nothing about that we don't like EU or I don't know. So this is just in a nutshell, some sums, which we are operating for the very, very simple medtech innovation for first CE mark or MDR before we able to start selling or generating some kind of revenue. And when I'm saying it easy, you see this like only $500,000 for AI. So let's say we have 10 pathologies being detected on the radiograph, so it's not that expensive. So it's like basically manageable. But those money we need to raise before we prove to investor that we can earn money. So it's funny how we are dancing around there. Basically what I'm trying to say here is that medtech startups in EU, they're really resilient and they're really driven by the vision that we can contribute to developing of the society and patients here. And we at the Dental, and I'm really proud of that, we already achieved, well, we are still in the audits of the MDR, but we are already past all the quality management systems, we already fundraised money, we already have basically all the hard lifting things. And I really want, and this is my very close to heart vision, to inspire and help other startups in medtech to do the same, because it is very hard. It's like, I really like how much you are supporting me from there. I don't know, so thank you for that. And this is really, well, actually, I'm Ukrainian by origin, and I'm living in Brazil for 2 years. And as you know, like Ukrainians are border fighters, so I did not buy it. It's like, we just push through it, we fight. And I think this is a quality you need in medtech. It's like, unless you're able to, it's not only about sleepless nights. It's just like, it's a fight for 5 years. I don't know. It's like, you just see no results, and you have just to be resilient. And basically, in a nutshell, what we are doing, we are creating the support or the companion for dentists from their first lesson at the university till the last patient in their career. with AI, with the digital tools, with the optimization of their decision-making process, diagnostics, and so on, because we want to become their innovation partner to help them to not make mistakes and to make sure that the patient not losing money and time while being treated in the office or chair. And as we know, and of course, dentistry is not such fancy thing as the cancer, for example, but still, as per the WHO report, it's around 3.5 billion people globally affected by the dental chronic diseases. And basically AI, which is already also proven by research, Pearl AI, if you're interested, already can optimize the treatment at the clinic worth around 12,000 euros per month. And now I'm talking about enriched clinic, let's say 5 chairs clinic. Yes, it's like not 20 chairs clinic, like big clinic, and not 1 chair clinic. And we are, thanks to AI, we help the doctor to see the early diseases which do not have to evolve into much more serious diseases. And I think this is the true of prevention, because now when we are thinking about the healthcare, for us as the society, when we are looking at the economic growth and the political situation and the overall societal situation, for us it's very, very important to invest and work more in prevention field. So we don't allow us as the patients to have more and more like the diseases on the later stages, because then it's like for us it's bad, because like we could treat it 5 years ago much easier. For the government it's cheaper, if the disease being caught at the beginning, and for the doctor it's safer, because then the doctor is not being potentially punished for malpractice or for something he should have seen but did not. And so basically, if you believe, and sorry, I will read it, if you believe in a healthcare system that serves the next generation, please invest. This is a high risk, I know, for investors to invest into startups which do not generate revenue, but think about like healthcare. It's like investing into the future well-being of your children. It's like we cannot get today already the healthcare we want, but maybe our children could. But for that we need to invest, and we need to go to the risk, like in America investors do, unfortunately. Unfortunately, they're not in EU. So basically, let's try to protect the patients with innovation and not to protect them from innovation. Thank you.